Yet another video about Rust Legacy, a video game that was distributed through Steam from Christmas 2013 to Christmas 2016 on behalf of Facebook Studios. Today we're talking about Thai Rust, or rust-thai. It's a Rust Legacy full conversion, it looks like. And as you can see from the screen, this is a screenshot of the game being played. Now we're going to be looking at a little bit of details here, but I'm going to get to the point. As of right now, unless you got in on this originally, you're probably going to be unable to play the game for various reasons. But I'll get to the point. If you want to download the files, they do not appear to have any viruses or malware so far. Next, I wasn't able to test it because it's made so that I'm not allowed to. So let's go into it. First of all, the key components here is if you're not aware of how the video game works or cognizant of the subject, this area here in front of you on the screen is called Split Town or Rad Town. I'll just max this out real quick. On our lower right here, we're going to call it, that's a garage style building. It's actually got a loading dock, so it's not really a garage. It has garage doors on it. The next one is a two-story building with what would be kind of an office building. The next one over here, further to the left on the bottom row again, is a actual garage. Then below it isn't supposed to be there, but we do have, in this case, a Quonset hut or hangar. Now, above the three main ones there, we have a building with the roof completely destroyed, but it has the scaffolding for it. A two-story building that, by the way, if you weren't aware of it, there is a way to get to the second floor. I was going to do a video on it. And then we have this building that has garages and spaces and a second floor that's not enterable, I think. And normally that's the entire small rad town, but again, we have a hangar. And now we have a satellite dish antenna tower thing stuck on top of this one, which is normally not there. Also along with that, we have a literal giant, mini mountain. And the mini mountain here, and then a copy of one building over here, and a copy of this building here over here, and a small rock here. And that's at least the beginning of it. Also, some of the videos you can see in the distance a giant player character standing there, looking like the Colossus at Rhodes. So let's move on. This is an aerial shot from Facebook. And it shows the area as well. And we see even more details because not only was there a pair of a big and a little rock over here and then a tiny copy of one of them. If we zoom in, we can see that they did it again over here. So someone has been having a lot of fun placing objects. And again, they put in something that's normally not in the game at all, a antenna dish tower thing. Now we'll go scrolling up here and we'll see yet another hangar that's never there. A big chunk of rock that's never there, a small building, and a water tower on it right here. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, actually a lot more than a little bit. And you can see that we have a gantry set here for a crane, and right here is a pair of buildings and a smokestack, which again, in those cases, those objects are not necessarily normally in the game at all, and neither is the water tower. So someone was able to unlock things that are normally in the files but are not normally visible and place them. And that means that this group, this population, this project has the capacity to completely fill the island with anything they really want to at that point. They've unlocked it. They can totally do a full conversion. Okay? And that's cool. And they have at least one or two Facebook pages. One of them is now demanding that I log into Facebook because nothing says publishing your data easily like Facebook keeping people from seeing it. And this is where I got that one image from. Now the video I found simply by looking up Rust Legacy recently on YouTube and found it. I just did a time and date sort. So let's go on to the next part here. They point to the Facebook group or whatever. And some of the videos even include in here, if you were to look at them, they tell you what page to go to. And it's called rust-thai.online. And this is the one that mentions servers. Each of these links up here goes to, like this one goes to the main page, server. This one goes to download. This one goes to register. We'll talk about that in a minute. Top up. shop, and another one that just goes to command. And this one gives you some information only in Thai. Now we're going to go over here, and this one is just the main page, it says, or is it? And it has some information here as well, and you can read it if you can read Thai. I can't, so I'll just move on. I just have to translate everything. This is the one called command, and it gives you the commands you can type in either into chat or into the F1 menu, otherwise known as the console, like changing the render width and that sort of thing. These are things that a lot of us just set as a default setting and save, but you get the ideas. And these are pretty standard items, not all of them, but most of them are, or the variations on one. Here we are on the shopping page, and this is the first of many shopping pages. This one has a set home feature for 20 points. And there's a checkout button. And there's a lot of them that are category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. Let's look at a few of them. Here's category 2. This says for a certain number of points, you can use those points in-game to simply purchase something. An economy system, if you will. And ammunition as well. Then we go over to this one. This is type 3. More of the ammunition, I guess. More of it, I guess. And different armor, like, Kevlar and Rad Suit. Rad Suit's my favorite because it also blends in as green. We have all the resources, or at least some of them. And it seems to be trying to do all of them. And, all of the blueprints. You get the idea. And there's 11 of them. Here's one that has a bunch of stuff. You can ask for a supply crate drop at location. It gives you access to these things by purchasing them, and then the system or the game, the game server just dumps it in your lap. And that's all cool and wonderful. And here's the page that talks about the system requirements: Windows 7, 10, 11, etc., 64-bit pref, if not absolute, Intel Core i3 or Intel Core i5, or an AMD Ryzen 5 or an AMD Ryzen 3. 8 gigs or 16 gigs of RAM, NVIDIA, you get the idea. All the stuff that you would need. And it says you might want to have 5 gigabytes of space left over. I'm not sure why. So let's move on to this one. And this is the download. This is the one that's from Mediafire, and this is the Google Drive one. The Mediafire one is considered a backup copy, and it just says it was uploaded from Thailand on the 25th of May of this year. So this is an extremely recent project, and this is the Google Drive that's the main one. And as far as I can tell, they're binary perfect copies of each other currently. And now let's go to the register page, which is required in order for you to play the game. The requested URL was not found on this server. Apache Win64 OpenSSL3 PHP 8 server, rust-thai.online at port 80, standard port to scan. So you're running Apache 2.4 on a Windows 64 system, OpenSSL version 3, and you're using PHP 8 as a server. And can't register. I'm not even sure I could figure out how to do so. The game does not work as an open thing. It's a closed garden kind of thing. And here's the channel that seems to be promoting it. There may be more. And they're good videos. This one shows off basic activities from 2 months ago. Shows you how to play the game. The YouTube channel was set up March 28th. Here's another one here. That's one of the videos I was using. Here's another video. It shows that the barricades have color coding, so you can see who put down the color-coded bearer. So if you're part of a clan, you can color code yourself. Good gaming. So let's review just a little bit. The YouTube video led to Rude T1, and it's a Thai game, Thai-oriented game. And here's just a few things. If you look it up by going to archive.is and then look up rust-thai.online /*, it'll show you all of the archived copies I've got of it. And I have it there, but I didn't bother with going to the Discord page because what's the point? Anyway, the Facebook group and page, again, the Facebook will be snippy with you. Anyway, it's a 460 megabyte rust-thai Season 2, and then the time and date stamp for it. Thanks for putting that there. And at 1430 hours. RAR file, and it extracts out, and it's pretty straightforward. But you can't run it unless you already have it set up and you have to sign up. You have to register on the page. I don't know, probably isn't any money, but again, I don't know because the page is dead and there's no archive of it, and I have no clue. Other than that, we got the mediafire and the Google Drive links right here. And the main download again is on Google Drive. You're only supposed to use the mediafire if necessary, if you can't do any others. So obviously you use the Google Drive. It works out to a little over a gigabyte, pretty much average for a modded version of the game. And here, let me refresh this. Here are all of the backup copies of what the pages actually contain, because you were looking at mostly backup copies, aka archives of the pages. And yes, that's the register page, which is the one that doesn't let me do anything because they basically crippled the game. If I try to run it from just running Rust, it exits. It doesn't explain why. And if I run it from the launcher demands that I do the login and password thing, or whatever it is, to get in. I can't even read what the words are because it's exclusively in Thai. And if you look it up, site:/rust-thai.online/ through Google, it will show you all of these links here. And this is how I found the one that was about how to register. Because if we look here, we can find the one that says register right here. I highlighted this, and I went over here to Google Translate, and it says, a Rust server for the Thai community. Speak Thai freely and use in-game voice chat instantly. Features a robust anti-cheat system, offers unlimited free gameplay 24/7, provides a wide variety of server styles to choose from, developed by Thais, and closely monitored to ensure high-quality gaming experience. And I'm sure that that's absolutely correct. But the problem with this is, again, their register page does not load. It's either being blocked in this country or they've lost control over it instead. And it did all the mods I want to be able to know how to do. And honestly, what I need is a copy of the server software, not just the game. And while it looks really awesome, and I'm sure that they have all sorts of features to it, it seems like a walled garden thing, especially with the emphasis on, buying and selling things as basic as rocks. So that's not so much a review of it or anything. It's more of a lack of review on my part for Rust Legacy done by people in Thailand for this purpose, and it's called rust-thai.online. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. And in the future, I hope I get to play it. Bye.